Years and years in the making, now 1 month away. Smart contracts launching on Cardano. ADA alert, ADA alert, ADA alert. Smart contracts launching on Cardano September 12th. Hit the like button for that news. This is the big, I mean, I cover news. I'm a crypto channel, obviously, lately, kind of covering a lot of Cardano. But over the years, almost 4 years now, I've covered a lot of crypto news. I've covered a lot. This today, as I do this live stream in front of all of you, this is the biggest news I've ever covered. This is years in the making for Cardano smart contracts launching. This event is one of a few, one of two. You know, Shelly was a big one, but this is one of two. This event that truly, when I recognized what was actually getting ready to happen in the Cardano ecosystem, this is what got me to go so long on Cardano, and also got me so excited with the potential to build as an entrepreneur on Cardano. It's this, and you know, it's been a while. And many of you out there have been in Cardano probably longer than me, and it's a very exciting time because from an investment perspective, which if you're like me, it's a big deal. It's a big part of it. But also from a technical perspective, it's big stuff. What's happening with Cardano right now. So there it is. It was announced today. It's happening. We're targeting 12th September 2021 for the Alonzo upgrade, bringing smart contracts to Cardano via hard fork combinator event. And Charles, I mean, he might still be live. I'm late. I'm late with the news, everybody. But I wanted to watch Charles and see what he had to say about it. So I was watching that over at Crypto Banter. Many of you might have been there as well. But I wanted to just kind of see his feedback and what his thoughts were, and just kind of see the look on his face as he talks about it. He looked very happy. So congrats to Charles. It's pretty epic. It's really cool stuff, and it's really neat to hear Charles talk about it. And everything that is really going on behind the scenes in regards to the building and the launch of this and the exchanges. Like he said, over 140 exchanges, you know, getting ready and getting hooked up to be able to make this happen. That's big stuff taking place behind the scenes as you and I wait, right, for this to happen. So mainnet, September 12th, they mentioned a hard fork testnet coming to testnet September 1st, I believe it was. And yeah, I mean, it's August 13th, so we're about a month away. All while this is happening, Cardano, number 3 here on Coin Market Cap. I tweeted yesterday, I don't have the tweet up, but I tweeted, let's, you know, number 3 is nice, but don't get too used to it, everybody. Don't get too used to it, because number 2 is coming. Number 2 is coming. I truly believe it is. $65 billion market cap. $379 billion market cap for Ethereum. Toe-to-toe now in around a month on the smart contract spectrum. Not toe-to-toe on the staking spectrum. Cardano leads in that regard. Hit that like button, everybody, to acknowledge the fact that Cardano leads in that regard. The staking mechanism, the strongest, the best, the most secure staking mechanism in all of crypto. You all know it. It really is. And can I just mention, you know, ADA broke $2, which it did do. It did break $2. And not only that, we got this news, and it's payday for anyone contributing to consensus by staking their Cardano, the most secure, robust crypto staking mechanism in the world. It's like a pretty sick Friday, the 13th right now. And it's very exciting to kind of cover it and track it. Now, here's the thing. All of this happening, and you're going to start seeing a shift. I'm not going to show a clip here, but this is from July 17th, around a month ago. You might remember me talking about this. You might remember the videos. You might remember the articles. Market opens betting. This was Polymarket, right? Betting that Cardano won't release smart contracts by October 1st. The odds at the time were 63-37 against it happening. There were that many people betting against it happening. I think the odds are a little better now. I actually meant to bring it up before I started this live stream. I just forgot. But, you know, so many people betting against Cardano. Now we have this news. Now we have a date. We're less than a month away, and it's extremely, extremely fun to kind of watch how markets react to this. It's really fun to watch how the naysayers and the haters react to this. So let's pivot over. I do want to talk about price a little bit, and I want to start here. This is a clip from July 13th, 1 month exactly. Cardano really is entering this leading up to smart contracts phase that we've talked about for months and months and months on this YouTube channel. We know the story going into Shelly. We know the story going into Mary hard fork. We now know, and we are getting ready for the story going into Alonzo hard fork and smart contracts, the biggest of them all. What I say? What did I say, everybody? Look at that line. Getting ready for the story. Look at that line. Some people can't stand that I replay clips. And usually I do it for context because it really helps me do these videos. But right now I'm showing this clip because I just look at this. And then let's go to the weekly and let's look. Here's that green box. Cardano making the moves. We're making the moves into smart contracts. When I did that video and we were talking about this green box, you all know the green box. We were talking about it for a while, and Cardano around $1.26 as I was doing the video. And now we know Cardano $2. Smart contracts still a month away. What is getting ready to happen? There's this whole thing about sell the news, buy the hype, sell the news. The last couple of days, especially since Charles was kind of announcing that he's going to be announcing the date, there's been a lot of hype. And if you look at a short-term chart, we can go over to a 6 hour and we can just see the steady rise of Cardano since really, the 9th or so. We had this steady rise. That's fine. If you're like a short-term trader, short-term investor, and you're just trying to make a quick trade, I guess you could use that, buy the hype, sell the news. But this is bigger than that. I mentioned this, I think, in yesterday's video. This is way bigger than that, everybody. This whole smart contract news, and even just the next month leading into the smart contract launch and the Alonzo hard fork, is way bigger than a 6 hour pump, a 6 hour chart. And it goes back to this chart on the weekly. And it goes, not only that, you zoom out on the weekly and we start realizing the market share that is up for grabs. If anybody says buy the hype, sell the news in regards to smart contracts, it's not good advice. It's just, if you're a long-term investor, I should say. If you're short-term, there's definitely been opportunity in the last 48 hours, less 2 to 4 days. Even right now, good opportunity for short-term trades. That's fine. But I'm telling you, if you're a long-term trader, the market share here, this is $500 billion market cap versus Ethereum. That would be a $15 Cardano at a $500 billion value. Ethereum's been there. Cardano, I'm telling you, and I truly believe this, will have a way stronger, a way more vast, secure, smart contract ecosystem than Ethereum. So right now, as Cardano, if we go look at CoinMarketCap, is just chilling at a $65 billion market cap, and we see that Ethereum's hit a 500, right? 500 billion. It is, even it's a top 3 crypto, and it's still one of the best crypto opportunities in all of crypto. That's the spread that's on the screen on the macro. So, and smart contracts has a lot to do with that. It's foundational to that. So, I wanted just to mention that on this chart. Now, if we look at the chart technically, and I really enjoy technical analysis, no matter how big the news. Technical analysis works no matter how big the news, and I want to just discuss that real quick. Cardano's at a really, really pivotal area that we've been tracking, the swing high to swing low up to this Fibonacci resistance. I mean, I just did a video last night, hours ago. It was late last night about this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. We're at the same price we were at when I was doing the live stream. So this is going to be short, but we have to really keep in mind the resistance that Cardano is at, the 618 around $1.90 to the 786 around 215 to 220, let's just call it. And as we go over to the daily chart, you can see what it looks like with that $2 mental barrier. There are still technicals in play, even with big news. It happens all the time. What's good is if we look at the news and how it played into the short-term pump, it got us to certain resistance areas that might have taken longer to get to. So the news leading into today's announcement of the date for smart contracts pumped Cardano into this Fibonacci resistance, this very, very key Fibonacci resistance. Now the story that we're gonna have to track over the next month is how does Cardano interact with this entire resistance area? On the short term, are we coming back down? Gonna have to retest it, leading closer to smart contracts? Are we gonna actually break above? And are we gonna see support above it leading into smart contracts? We don't know. And this is why I'm gonna be doing technical analysis for y'all. But the technicals are there on the screen. And all of that is kind of in line and alongside Bitcoin and crypto markets and what they're doing in general. So we're going to keep an eye on that, meaning Bitcoin, if it's making its moves to the upside, you better believe Cardano's probably going to get a nice explosive move through this resistance ultimately. But again, this does have a lot to do with crypto markets and what they're doing. If crypto markets start tanking, like if we get a 10, 20% retracement or something, it's highly unlikely Cardano is just going to keep going up just because of smart contracts, no matter how bullish it is. In the long term, yeah, I truly think Cardano is going to outperform everything. But if markets are crashing, Cardano is probably likely crashing with it. So you want to be prepared for that. Still have the same support as last night. I guess I should say a little bit higher now that we did break above $2. We have that swing high now with support around $1.83 at the 618 to the 786 around $1.76. So that's what I'm going to be tracking. If you check out the ADA BTC pair, which I'm very keen to watch, you can see Cardano tested the upper trend line, saw resistance, and we're back in this triangle. After seeing resistance, will be very interesting to see what kind of structure we get here at this upper trend line as Cardano struggles at the resistance. Are we going to just kind of trickle down a little bit before breakout? Are we coming back down to test the lower trend line? Going to be very cool to see. Remember, as I mentioned last night's video, this apex right around smart contracts. And now we actually have a date, so we can actually put a line, smart contracts. And look how nicely it lines up with the apex, really, truly towards the end of the apex of this triangle. So that's something I'm tracking. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. I'm like you. It would be phenomenal just to see a breakout sooner than later. But I'd anticipate some consolidation on the ADA BTC pair and on even the USD pair. Be very ready for it. If you want to look on the short term on the hourly, this is what we're looking at. Swing low to the swing high. This is what that support looks like. That swing high on this chart. I mean, what was that? Swing high around 208. So 618 again around $1.83, 786 around $1.76. Be prepared for a pullback like that. And long story short, ADA on all charts looking pretty swell. Last glimpse that I wanted to show you was this. The MACD approaching that signal line, really looking out for this cross on the MACD. Really looking to see how this weekly closes and seeing if we can get this histogram that you see down here in the green. It's going to be extremely exciting. So somebody just said, win smart contracts. In case you're new to the live stream, smart contracts, September 12th, everybody. It's the biggest of all news in crypto right now. So those are my thoughts. I have a busy day. I appreciate all of you. Let's see what price does. If anything crazy happens today, I'll be doing another video later this evening. I appreciate all of you for just cruising by. Congrats if you're an ADA holder. It's a big deal, big day, exciting day. Enjoy it. Hit that like button for me. It really means a lot to me. Hit that subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I'll see you all in the next video. God bless.